bicep hammer curls. My past training stream is down. I'm gonna edit it and it come back up post edit. I'm gonna continue training. I did around an hour martial arts training, kind of light training, and I'm gonna continue training with bicep hammer curls. Three sets, 10 kilo bicep hammer curls. Do them standing. Sometimes I do them seated. This time I do it standing. I got some cuts and scrapes while training. I had, since I trained for street fighting, self-defense, I don't train for sports fighting. I like to train bare knuckle. Since I'm training for bare knuckle fighting, I train bare knuckle as close to bare knuckle as possible, which means either with just regular gloves or wraps, which I did this time, just wraps and no gloves. And I do get cuts and scrapes sometimes. So I didn't, thank God, I didn't get some. From all the training, cuts and scrapes on my hands, I didn't get an infection yet. We're doing 15 10 kilo bicep hammer curls per arm, 3 sets in total. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 reps. 10 kilo bicep hammer curls. Set one right arm. Switching immediately to left arm, I'm gonna do 15 reps on the left arm. Bicep hammer curls. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 out of 3 sets completed. I'll take at least 90 seconds to recover. I'll talk a little bit. For January and for the Christmas and New Year's month, I've been cheating on my diet. So those that have been keeping an eye on my channel for a while know that I've been doing omega fasting. And a lot of people hate this. I'm smoking the copium. They don't like that I'm superior to them. Not just in my physique that I'm in better shape than 90% of people are, but in my character. So correlating with having an extraordinary physique is having an extraordinary character, where I believe in more discipline. I don't watch porn like the average man does. I fast 20 plus hours. So people are like hoping that it could be, oh, I've seen Mike take some cheat meals recently. Yeah, and nothing I've done is contradictory to what I've been saying. I've been doing omega fasting 300 or 365 days per year. So the last 2 months, I've been doing cheat meals and doing multi-med, but still it's 300 or 365 days a year omega fasting. So I've been doing cheat meals more frequent than doing multi-med the last 1-2 months, and sure enough, I noticed I don't have as much energy, and omega fasting works. So I don't have the same energy doing multi-med and cheating on my diet, I can notice I don't feel as good. Now I can still perform athletic and things like this, but it's I don't have the same, I don't feel as fresh, I don't have the same edge. So I look forward to getting back to strict OMAD keto again after having 2 months, Christmas month and New Year's month of cheating. So here we go, set number 3, do it seated now. I've been aged reverse. I'm 36, and I look younger now than I did that when I was 26. I got a picture to prove it too. But I look younger and better now than I did when in 2016. It's 2026, and I look younger now and better now. So I've been aging like wine. Most people age like fucking sour milk. I've been aging like wine. I'm in better shape now than I was in my early 20s. And I look younger now than I did 10 years ago. I got the pictures to prove it. So apparently I know a thing or two about who you gonna listen to, fucking Ben Asadi with an average physique. It's like, who's the expert on belly fat, losing belly fat? The guy who's ripped and in great shape with his fucking 6-pack, or Ben Asadi's got an average Joe physique. There are no signs of like superhuman energy and athleticism and stamina, things like this. So apparently I'm more of an expert in how to be strong, fit, healthy, energetic, and maintain a low body fat percentage than he is. And with me, there's no fucking fluff. There's no like narcissistic scam marketing was like over exaggerating things. It's just cut and dry. It's like, if you want to lose belly fat, here's the things you can do. You need to get supplementation down, cut down on the sugar, and if you really want rapid weight loss, fat loss, OMAD fasting, which I've been doing for 5+ years. So I have a 6-pack, only one in 25,000 men above 35 years old have a 6-pack. I'm 36 with a 6-pack. So each year over 30, there's less and less men having a 6-pack. And it's quite hard for the average person to achieve a lean physique. And I'm unapologetically superior and know that I am, understand? I'm not like, oh, false humility, so I'm not this, but no, I'm in extraordinary shape, understand? I'm in the fitness elite. And how do I live my life? I eat a low sugar diet, I fast, I make my own supplements. I don't use the anti-testosterone hide-in home cleaning chemicals a lot of people do. See? I don't use the anti-testosterone chemicals that other people use. Now, I lost track, so we're kind of this 2. Okay, we're going 2 now. 1, 2, 3. If you want to lose fat, one of the most reliable ways is to do OMAD keto fasting. And the reason a lot of people don't want to do that is because they're lazy and it's hard. And most people don't have the willpower, the strength of character to do things that are hard, see. So it's hard to get into OMAD keto. And a big part of it is the sugar addiction. So, I'm not making videos, it's like how to lose weight by eating more of this thing. No, it's like the truth is, if you want to lose weight, what you need to do is eat less, okay? Eat less and fast more. So one of the most reliable ways to lose weight is to do OMAD keto. And it's almost impossible to not lose weight. If somebody starts doing OMAD fasting, which means eating 1 time per day, which also means that you fast 23+ hours, at least 23 hours per day, it's almost impossible to not have weight loss. If somebody's fat and they start doing OMAD fasting, it's really hard for them to not start losing weight. That's one of the most effective ways to lose weight, to cause rapid weight loss, is to do OMAD keto fasting. So why are so many people fat, wanting to lose weight but not? It's because they're not willing to do the hard thing. They're not willing to do all that keto fasting. I have a very good health fitness protocol, a 3-part protocol. And it's 1, cut down on the sugar, 2, detox your life, and 3, get on the supplement protocol. And I have a list of recommended supplements, types and amounts of supplements. So, only 1 in 25,000 men have a 6-pack. And I'm 36 with a 6-pack, which puts me in the male fitness elite. Only 1 in 25,000 men have a 6-pack. I'm 36. And only 1 in 25,000 men about 35 years old have a 6-pack. Part of the reason why it's so rare to have a 6-pack is because it takes high testosterone. And the average person lives a life that's like designed to lower the testosterone. They eat a high sugar diet, sugar low testosterone. They use all these toxic chemical home cleaning products, fragrance, perfume, chemical products. And they're vitamin deficient, vitamin C deficient. A lot of people are vitamin C deficient. And when I say a lot, it's all capital, a lot with underline on the word. A lot. 99.99% of people, as far as I'm concerned. So people are vitamin C deficient, magnesium deficient. They're eating high sugar diet. They're using all these toxic chemical home cleaning products. And then result is men having low T. So a big part of my protocol is designed to raise people's testosterone naturally. Don't kid yourself into thinking that it's just all genetics. So I'm Rick with a 6-pack at 36, and it's it's easy for him. No, I do OMAD fasting, eat a low sugar diet, mega raw supplements, and exercise. So there's a path to success. So most people are foolish and ignorant, and they lack knowledge. There's an agenda to keep the masses in the dark in this matrix system. They want the masses to remain vitamin C deficient. There's an agenda, a conspiracy to keep the masses from making also vitamin C, which is why they have bought shill accounts. If I make a comment, it's like on a podcast, there's someone come in there, eat whole foods or something like this. It's like they want to get people to think they can get the vitamin C from the diet alone. It's like, or if somebody goes to make all those vitamin C, kidney stones, oxalates, there'll be shills come in there to try to talk people out from getting from on the vitamin C megadosing. Because if people start megadose vitamin C, they'll be persuaded by the results, and people's minds are more easily changed by observation and argument. So they're trying to keep the masses from starting to megadose vitamin C, because if people start megadose vitamin C within a month, they see themselves looking better in the mirror, feel themselves have more energy, they look and feel better, and then it's too late to talk out of vitamin C megadosing. One of the people that I've been coaching in real life, my sister, she says she stopped getting sick after she started taking my advice. And one of the things that I got to do is megadose vitamin C. She stopped getting sick and has more energy and things like this. So it's like, it'd be hard for someone to be like, hey, take a lot of vitamin. If she sees an auction of vitamin C megadosing is pointless, like she knows the difference before megadose vitamin C, after, it's like she knows experientially that it works. So it's hard to talk somebody out of megadose vitamin C if they've been doing it. My wife, we wonder for what's cured her allergies to 99% from megadose vitamin C. That's another success case. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3 sets. 10 kilo bicep hammer curls. 3 sets. This is knife fighting, shadow boxing. I need to attach the hair bands to keep the sheet from attached. I like to use this. Here's a simple knife fighting tip that works. Keeping the knife close to your body, if you're the person wielding the knife, makes it hard to disarm you. So if you hold the knife out far away from your body, it's easier for the person to disarm you. So if I'm just threaded with the knife, holding it like this, it's closer for you and it's easier to sweep the knife arm or kick it or something like this. If you keep it close to your body, the person has to reach in, and if they're reaching in, you have more time to counter it, and you can catch kicks. Somebody kicks, you can stab the kick, slash the kick, you can capture things coming in. So 2 advantages to keep the knife close to your body. It makes it harder to disarm you, and you also have more power in the attack. So if I'm attacking from here to here, there's less power. If I'm attacking from here to here, there's more power. And it's also close to my body, so it's hard to disarm me. But if I have it far out like this, it's easier to sweep the knife on, to grab it, and to sweep it out of the way, or grab it and pull on the arm or kick it or something like this. So I can have a knife here, and there's a big number of ways I can attack them. I can attack like this, cut it like this, here, like this, from here, see here. I can attack in a more respect like this, here. See, when I drop my level, same guard, and it's not that it's easy to guess how I'm gonna attack. There's different ways I can attack from here. I can have it here, I can attack like this, cut your throat or the head from here, and do a level change at the same time while dropping, and then slice like this. From the same guard, I can also go here and attack to the neck. From here, like this. I can go from here, here, which should be here, like the center line. See here, like this. See here. See. So if a person is in front of you, will come up like this, and it can be up here, here. It can be under the chin to the throat, or like up here. So this can be an unexpected way to attack too, and it's coming from below. So from here, even from a high guard, you have here, and then attack like this from here, and it's more expected to attack up high from a high guard. But from a high guard, like up here, I can attack like this, and I'm moving out, and then throwing it like this. So if it's close range, it'll be to the belly. If it's further out, it'll be to the solar plexus. Even further out, the same attack can hit to the throat. So from here, here, see here, 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 or from the same guard, here, or here. So obviously I can attack from the side like this. From here, I can attack in a sweep away, cutting like this, which could be to the leg all the way from here up. See here, higher up. I can also attack from the left side. See here, which also be to the legs or to the side of the body here. Here, I can attack here and followed by up here. What's another way I can attack from here? Like this, where from here, turn around and attack like this. So that's a combo where I'm slashing off the forehead or the neck, and then instantly follow up with a stab like this. Obviously from here, you can throw the scimitar elbow strike, upward elbow strike like this. Here's another combo, 1-2 combo, where I go slash like this, slide down, and then stab like this. 1-2 combinations can be good in knife fighting. We're attacking, and that's how I like to train in drill 1-2 slash stab combos. Where it's from here, for example. See, first one is attacking like this, which will make you slide off if you hit something. Slide to the side, and the natural follow-up is a stab. So that's a 1-2 here. See there, where it's like this. The first can be here, here, or here, and the second one is to the side like this. So from here, see like this. And you can spend a lot of time doing 1-2s, and there's different types of 1-2s you can do. So from here, and that's a more effective way that I see a lot of people train knife fighting martial arts, 1-2s. Now that's one of the benefits of a high IQ, that you get better at inventing things. See, whereas like other people start training something, they need somebody to teach them everything, don't invent anything. Where one of the benefits I have of having an extraordinary high IQ is being better at inventing things and figuring things out. So, how I've been training knife fighting martial arts, experimentation and think about things. Knife fighting 1-2s. That's useful. Practicing 1-2s and simplicity. It's simple. Where you learn a basic, like a grip, you learn like a regular grip and the reverse grip. And then you can drill 1-2 combinations, slash tab combos. And it's a natural flow movement. It's a natural flow where if I had this reverse grip and then let's say this stance, a natural way, and I call this punch cutting too, where it's similar to boxing, where it's like throwing a punch, only I'm punching the blade into you rather than my knuckles. See, so it's like throwing a punch, like a jab to the jaw here. And instead of punching my knuckles to your jaw, I'm punching the blade. See, so it's like missing on purpose, like throwing a punch. The same thing as throwing a punch, only I punch to the side of the head and impact it with the blade. See, so that's another way I figure out where it's like using boxing techniques adapted to knife fighting, and it works. So boxing, 1, 2, here, only with a knife it becomes 1, and then punching the blade. I call it punch cutting, punching the blade. So I'm missing on purpose. It's like throwing a boxing punch, rather than punching to your jaw with my knuckles, I'm punching to the side of the head and hitting with the blade, see. And that is an effective way to attack, especially depending on target zones. And you're generating force because the boxing punch, it's generating force. And if you're holding a knife, that's cutting power. So from this, if I attack like this, see, that's punching the blade into where I'm hitting. And naturally it will slide off to the side. Hit or miss, especially if you miss, it slide off to the side. But if you hit, still it's sliding and up to the side of the head. So the natural follow-up, slide to this side, is capitalize on this newfound position and turning to stab. So 1, 2, see, and drilling that. Because this naturally end up happening. If you connect here, you slide to the side, and then you've been drilling, sliding to the side, and then returning with a stab right after. So 1, 2 is something that's useful to practice in knife fighting. With reverse grip here, 1, it could be here or here or here, the 1. And then right after, notice it's chambering. The first attack chambers the second attack. So it's a natural flow movement. It's not attack 1 time here, return to the guard, and then attack like this. I'm already getting this position by the first attack. See, 1, and I already have this position, which is chambered. This is a charge up. So the first attack already charged up the second attack. See here, sliding off. Slide to the side, that charged up for this, see. So the first attack chambers the second attack. Similar to boxing, it was like 1, 2. It was like here, turning back as you punch with this, and then turning, and you're doing power for the follow-up attack. It's the same thing with the first attack, and even if it's less pronounced, where it's like it's more controlled, less power in the attack, and it's just slides off a little bit. Still here, it's charged up for this. So that's a 1, 2 combination you can do for knife fighting. After learning fundamentals of equipment, things like this. I use a training knife, not a real knife. You're liable to get cut if you don't use a training knife. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can also do 1, 2 with regular grip, like this. 1, 2. So it's still 1, 2. 1, sliding, 2. It can be 1, 2, like this. 1, 2. See, 1, 2. So the first one can be here, and then the 2 here or here. See, so 1, 2. With this one here, 1, which brings me down. See, and the natural follow-up is stabbing, because the first attack gets me in this position, which is this is chambered. See. So, see, like this. 1, and I made it more angled this time, rather than straighter. So here, 1, 2. Here's another one. From hip guard, like having it at the hip here. See here, if I punch up like this, here, and attack up like this, what is the natural follow-up? If I attack like this and connect maybe at the belly and cut up, well, the natural follow-up is this, see? So notice how you can take the basic concept of 1-2 combinations, slash, fall by stab, and have all kinds of techniques and ways of attacking, just slash stab combinations. And you can build all kinds of sequences with that. So, and that's a 1-2 the same target zone. You can also make it, the first is here, and then the follow-up is down here. So the first can be like here, and then the stab can be here. We see like this, for example. And a way to make it really hard to defend against your attacks is to not spend this. One of the most, I talked about this before, one of the most common ways that people attack people with knives is called the sewing machine, or grab and stab, which means not people that train knife martial arts, but just somebody is like nuts and attacks them with a knife. How they end up doing a lot of times is grabbing onto the person and then spamming an attack like this, like either from the side, like this, or from here, or this, like this type of thing. Now, if I get stabbed once here with this, now it becomes the focus is stopping the same attack from landing more times. So it becomes like protecting down here with being attacked. And that it becomes easy to defend against follow-up attacks if you like keep spamming the same attacks. If you grab a person, stab once, and they keep doing this, it's like I'm getting stabbed, and it's like you stop covering up there. So a way to make it hard to defend against the attacks, as usual, speed. Okay, speed kills. So being fast can help you. Meaning throwing 6 stabs in a second, you're more likely to land one of them in a bad place than if you just throw one every 6 seconds, something like this. So, and then change your target zones. So if you attack one time down here, or 2, like 1, 2, the third one might be in your neck, see? So if you get stabbed 2 times here, it's like grab this stab and start covering up down there. Whatever you do, or attack, okay, it's like you focus on blocking the next attack down low here. And then suddenly the next attack is up here. That makes it a lot harder to defend against your attacks. So here, 1, 2, 3, for example. 1, 2, 3. And the 3 is to this area here. And it can be either down, like here, or to the neck. Same with this, make it harder to defend against it. Is from here, the first attack is this, here. Second attack is just stab from this side. So it's not attacking like this one time, retract and attacking the same way again, and then again, because it's like even so it's not very trained, you can figure out that this is the only way he's attacking all the time. And so it's like you make it hard to defend. We go here, that is also hard to defend, where it's slash here, and very quickly there's a new attack, and it's to different targets from a different side. So the first is here, and the next attack is here. So it's like here, and the next is here. So it becomes a lot harder to protect yourself if you're being attacked one time here, one time here, one time here, and it's a boom, 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 attacking combinations. So starting with 1-2s makes sense, and then you can build into longer combinations. We apply some of these 1-2 combinations to the dummy. We'll go light so I don't unsheath the knife. So now I'll apply this to impact training, showing the 1-2s here. So I'll show you some of the techniques that I show in shadow boxing in impact training. I had to go light. But this doesn't come off. See, that's a 1-2. It's more securely attached. See, 1-2. Where the first one is a punch cut, as I call it, like throwing a punch, followed by 2. See, 1-2. And drilling this, that's something that makes sense to practice in getting better at knife fighting. Practicing 1-2s. Now I skipped the fundamentals. The first thing I would recommend you to learn is the 2 grips. Okay, the basics of the basics, the grips. So the reverse grip, this grip, and then the regular grip. Now, having learned the basics, like the grips, now you can start practicing attacking with this grip. See, that's a 1-2. 1-2. First one is a slash across the face, which same is the follow-up attack. 2. 1-2. And the 1-2 can be done here too, but it's a slash, followed by 2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Another 1-2 is from here, coming up, and then a 2 here. Still a 1-2. It's like simple. It's a simple combination, 1-2 combination that works with every grip. Slash followed by stab. 1-2, 1-2. I can show you the left side here. From here, punch cut to the throat, followed by stab to the neck. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. And ultimately you hit with the tip aside into the neck. Now, if you impact like this with the blade, you're still creating a cut there. So this is the combo I showed in shadow boxing before. 1-2. 1-2. Now I use this grip. There's a 1-2 I can do with this grip. 1-2. 1-2. Now I'm using this grip. 1-2. 1-2. See, 1-2. Still 1-2. Slash followed by stab. What's another thing I can do? 1-2. Still slash followed by stab. 1-2. So you can go a long way in improving knife fighting ability just by doing different 1-2s. Slash stab 1-2s. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Different 1-2, sliding up diagonally, and then the 2 is a stab to the neck here. What's another 1-2? Well, here, kind of like an overhand attack. 2. See, 1-2. Whereas 1-2. Everything I'm doing is 1-2. So you can see you can attack in all kinds of ways. And if you're not a retard, you can tell that this could be effective. So 1-2s, really that can be advantageous. 1-2. 1-2, and also has 2 different 1-2s. The first one's more level, 1-2. The second one was like an overhand, and then attacking up to the neck like this. So it's slash stab. And drilling 1-2s, a lot of times starting out, you can keep it simpler and do the 1-2 tracing the same line, and then later on you can make it more complex. So a simple 1-2 is 12-6 slash followed by a 6-12 stab to the same target zone. So 12-6, 6-12, okay? A more advanced way can be 12 to 6, 6 to 12, and like stabbing down here. It's a little bit more advanced. Drilling 1, 2 initially, you can keep the same targets on tracing the same angle. So it'll be like this. And later on you can go slash, stab for example, or slash, stab and make it more complex. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, it's slash, stab, slash, stab. Next horse on here, slash, stab, slash, stab. Reverse grip, slash, stab, slash, stab. Here now, slash, stab. Let's go lower, slash, stab. And obviously you can make it more complex too. We go slash, stab, stab. And here, I'm torquing it, which makes it more powerful. It's another attack I like. From here, the obvious attack, if you look at me training, is like, you know that when I'm training a lot of times from here, I like to do this and this. But I can also do this here, here. See, so it's not like if you have this stance, it's only one way to attack. There's a lot of ways you can attack. Now you learn the techniques individually and get good at them, and then you start sequencing them together. So you don't start by like a 6 punch, a 6 combo. You learn each attack, and then you can build combos. This can be an effective way to attack too, from here. 2 stabs, 3, attack with a burst. So 1, 2, 3. Similar to a drill that I do in box, sometimes I go bang, 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 bang. Similar to that, bang, bang, bang. See, it's 1, 2, 3. Or it can be 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3. And it's good to be able to train it. So sometimes I keep it static and just practice attacking in this range. Different target zones. Another time I'm practicing circling it, practicing starting from out of engagement range, practicing closing the distance and attacking, and then doing my combos. So you don't have to train everything at once. Here's the attack I showed before. See this, from here, see here. And the same attack can be up here. This is similar to medieval armor, but like the tape is slippery. So much like medieval plate armor, it will slide to the side. It will create a glancing blow. So a lot of times with this, you heal it and it slides to the side. Where a lot of these attacks that slide, wouldn't slide in real life, because it'd be a sharp tip to the skin and it wouldn't be sliding, it would be penetrating. And here I went up and here. I've talked about this before too, where another good thing to drill is build the reflex for pulling after you stab. And the same reflex, building that reflex muscle memory, works here on this. So some of them are happy if this person goes to the distance, and I'm trying to connect as it's coming into his neck like this. And the way that you can get better at that is to use the ball on string or bottle on string practice, where I have a bottle suspended from a rope and I throw it, and then practice connecting with it as it's coming at me, like this, which is smaller than a human neck. So, and then practice timing accuracy. Now, no matter how good you get, you still risk that going for this, the person is out of touch with each other, closer to this, and I'm waiting for them to move at me, and they catch them coming in with a stab to the neck. If I miss, overshoot, and end up impacting like this, what is the natural follow-up once again? Pulling on it. And that's one advantage of the dagger, where it's sharp on both sides. I don't have to worry about which side the blade is facing. Where if it's not a dagger, it's only sharp in front of the thumb here. And if I go like this, it's not cutting. It's only cutting in front, like this, and not every which way like this. With a dagger, I'm cutting here, I'm cutting here, I'm cutting here, I'm cutting here and here, see? I'm cutting down and I'm cutting up with the same grip. See? There's more ways to cut with a dagger. An advantage of a dagger is, one of the advantages, if I hit like this, overshoot and miss, and hit with like a forearm, I was trying to hit it in the neck, but I overshoot it, or my prime shot is flying at me as I'm doing it up like this. Simply pulling on, I'm cutting. So that's another good thing to drill with a training knife. Practice this reflex. So after stabbing, pulling, see. And the same muscle memory works with a failed first attack or a successful one. Which means if I miss with this, building a reflex of pulling right after. See, but as soon as I hit here, I'm pulling on it. The same muscle memory works if I do hit with my attack. So if I hit the neck, and I'm in the neck now, pulling right after, I'm exasperating injury. So if the knife is in here, it's a stab, and I pull it, obviously I'm making the injury worse, because I'm pulling the knife blade out of the body. So if it's in here, it's in the body, and you pull, it's like you're cutting as you pull it. So the same muscle memory works for missed attacks or attacks that hit. So if I get in the body, pulling, I'm cutting. If I miss with the first stab and pull right after, I'm cutting. So the first attack misses here. And as I pull, I'm cutting. Now if I do hit, and I'm in this lever, pulling right after makes the injury worse. But that's another thing you can practice. I recommend using a training knife. Another real knife. Even for shadow boxing. So, how I train knife fighting is I don't do nothing. I do nothing which is of no use. Meaning I don't practice things that are delusional and crazy and stupid. There's like a priority of like minutes spent training, and I don't spend a lot of time training things that are like major or minor things. There's like petty stuff. It's like you spend your energy and time training on the things that are most important and get you the most skill improvement for your investment of time. So it's kind of no fluff, medium potato, simple knife fighting system. And I've been teaching this before. So what are some things that I would recommend that you do if you want to get better knife fighting? Well, first of all, get a training knife. One. Okay, now you have a training knife. Okay, you teleport and you want to see the future. Now you can start training with a training knife. And one of the first things I would recommend is to learn, like the basics of the basics. It's like how to make a fist or something like this. But some people that do this if they're going to throw punches. It's like the basic is like how to make a fist the right way, something like this. Like the basics of basics is how to grip the knife. And this is another course, the knife, of course, will be Contento, which is even, well, it's at least as dangerous as the previous one. So even though it only has a cutting edge on one side. So that's the point. I showed the two grips. Here's the regular grip. Here's the regular grip. Here. Here's the reverse grip now. Here. So it's some at the back and some at the bottom. And these are two major grips. So it's this, some at the back, and some at the bottom. This, what's the, here's, once again, the instinctual way of gripping a knife a lot of times is like this, okay? When somebody grips a knife, just picks up a knife, they will end up holding it like this, which can work, but this is more effective. This is a better way to grip it. So what does this do? Well, with the heavy grip like this, there's more give and play here. Okay, so it's less secure. And this can help with weapon retention. It also gives more cutting power because you're not losing energy by the blade. If I'm hitting something with my attack, if the blade is moving backwards, there's less force going forward. See? So if the blade is moving back, I'm losing cutting power. So this adds as a backstop, and it also has the blade alignment, where it's like hand-eye coordination, like touching a light button or something with your thumb or something like this. It's like it's not that hard to touch things that you're looking at with your thumb in different ways. So holding a hand like this, it's like where your thumb, it's as if you're touching things with your thumb, and if you're holding a knife like that, you're cutting things by doing the same thing that you're doing if you're like sweeping your thumb, and you're touching things with your thumb in different ways here. So with the thumb here, if I want to connect with the thumb and touch with my thumb, like this. If I was holding a knife with this grip, doing that, I'm putting the blade into it, see? And same thing with stab from this grip. Where my thumb is pointing, if I can connect with my thumb, if I'm holding a knife with that grip, that's where a blade is going. So I don't have to over-explain everything about the details and like OCD about things, but basically learn these two grips as a knife fighting basic before you start getting into drilling combos and learning stance and guards. So boiling down things I recommend if you want to get better knife fighting, solo home training, and just not joining a gym. So just you yourself learning, getting better at knife fighting. I recommend first get a training knife. You learn, the first thing you learn the two grips, okay, main grips. This and this, okay. Boom, okay, we'll cover that. After learning two grips, you can start drilling grip changes, okay, which means alternating from one grip to the other with one hand and without looking, like this, as a first drill with a training knife, like this. And you can start doing things like get this grip, start attacking, switch the grip and attack. This is part of what you can do for training. Like once you learn the grips, you can do drills where you have this grip, do shadow boxing, switch the grip, and attack with the new grip. So anyway, the two grips, some at the back and some at the bottom. These are two good grips. This grip, and my favorite is this grip. I prefer the reverse grip to the regular, this grip. Especially for the punch cutting, where I'm throwing punches pretty much. See, punching the blade like this. Here, punching it, and then follow up with the stabs. So notice how the thumb at the bottom, this is a more instinctual way to grip a knife, or like this, see. And this is better for stabbing because you have the thumb here as a backstop. If you have just this, it's easy for your hand to slide down the handle. If you have the thumb, it makes a big difference in keeping your hand from sliding down the handle if you impact to the hip bone or the shoulder or something like this. Like if you impact with a technique, it's a hard technique, then you impact into an object offering sudden, like intense resistance, where it's like you're hitting something like bone, for example. It's easier than you think if you have bad grip for your hand to slide down the hand like this. So having the thumb at the bottom makes a big difference. And I demonstrate. Don't try this at home. If I have a loose grip, notice how easy it is for my hand to slide down as I hit the wood here, which is an analog for bone. If I have the thumb here and just these two fingers, just with two fingers, there's no sliding down the hand, and all I have is the thumb and this finger. So just two fingers. See, notice the quality, like the difference that the thumb at the bottom makes. Where it's like just two fingers. I can hit really harder just grip it with two fingers, because one of the fingers is at the bottom of the handle like this. That makes a huge difference. So just with these two fingers here. Don't try this at home, okay? See? And just two fingers. Whereas if I was holding two fingers, I wouldn't try that, okay? Because this is not going to happen, same force. So just the thumb in and of itself at the bottom makes a big difference in keeping your hand from sliding down. Now if you add the other fingers like this and squeeze them, it becomes a really strong grip. And you have to think about the real knife fighting, where you're not attacking air like you do when you train shadowboxing. You'd be stabbing something that's similar to stabbing a tree, because you're likely to hit bone. Okay, it's like you're about as likely to hit bone with your attacks as not hitting bone, because a lot of the human body is covered with bone. There's bones in the arms, the shoulders, the cranium is bone, the jaw is bone. You have bone here. You have so if you're going for the neck, you're not unlikely to hit the collarbone, hit some bone here, hit here. You have ribs here, that's bone. You have hip bones here. You have bones all over. So if you're attacking with force to the bottom with stabs, several times, it's like more likely than not you'll hit a bone eventually with your attack. And if you have a bad grip, and I learned that the hard way years back, and I was using a knife for impact training, and I had a good MDF board, so that's some kind of bookshelf, and I was doing impact training, practicing combos like this and stabbing stuff like this, and I used attack like this with it, and I think that I had this grip, and also the knife wasn't a fighting knife, it was like a carpenter utility knife, and didn't have a good pronounced finger guard like this. This has a pronounced finger guard. And attack like this, my hand slid down and I cut my pinky. And for it's close to a month, around a month, I couldn't fully close the pinky. They will go down to one here. Okay. So I don't know if it was some muscle fibers or some nerves that grew back together. Now I can feel it, but it was kind of minor cut. But anyway, that's the point. So with this grip, you're less likely to lose the knife. With a good grip, you have more penetration and better retention. You're more likely to keep the knife in your hand rather than losing it. And you have more penetration. Okay, see. So there's no like slidiness here. Just the thumb at the bottom of this. Versus the heavy grip here, where if you end up impact, so this can save you, like your fingers will be cut and from lose the knife. If you end up having a little bit too loose of a grip, as you're hitting, the thumb at the bottom as a backstop can make a big difference. Whereas if you had this grip, you can slide down like this. So the thumb at the bottom makes a big difference. Like this. Now this is a really good knife for penetrating. It's deep in there. This is dense wood, which is an animal from the human bone. So, with this grip, reverse grip here, show it to you again. This is my favorite grip. here. This. See, this is the grip. So I show the two grips. Some at the back. This. This. Some at the bottom is this. See? And the blade is co-witnessing with these raw knuckles here in the middle. Like where it bends here in the middle. See here. Some at the bottom. And this is the thumb at the back. And this is good for chopping like this grip. Or this. See here. Now, I'll show you an augmentation. Maybe it ends up being 4 grips. It's like 2 major grips and variations. So here's the one grip I want to learn. Learn this grip. Thumb at the back. This other grip, thumb at the bottom. This grip, which is good for these type of attacks. And stabbing. Now, here's an augmentation of the regular grip. Thumb at the back. And it's similar to the reverse grip with a digit at the bottom, a finger at the bottom, where it's thumb at the back, sliding down and getting the pinky at the bottom, see? And it's doing the same thing that my thumb is doing with this grip. It's a little bit less stable like this because you're further down, but it gives you some more reach, extra reach, and for thrust it's a lot stronger. So having a finger at the bottom of the handle makes a big difference with your stabs. So this regular grip, thumb at the back, this is the thumb at the bottom. Here's a variation of the thumb at the back grip, and it's thumb further down here and then the pinky at the bottom, like this. See here. Here. This is a nasty blade. There you go. The first one I missed it. And notice how this one, it might look weird, but it works. I was attacking at this angle. From here, kind of like this. You see, kind of like this. Just because you have it here, it's not that you have to attack like this. From here, you can attack like this too. From here, here. Same as with this grip. You don't have to attack high because you hold it high. You can drop down and attack like this too. So from here, you can go down and attack here. So these are basics of basics. I recommend if you want to get better at knife fighting and start training it as a martial arts form. Get a training knife, but it's not just a disclaimer. This is quality advice, because if you start doing a lot of training with an actual knife, more likely than not, you do not spend enough minutes doing shadow boxing and impact training with an actual knife, you're more likely not to get hurt one way or another. Either like shadow box, end up slashing yourself, or dropping the knife on your food or something like this. So I recommend you use a training knife. Okay. So this is a good grip. This is my favorite. Things you can learn after, you can practice after learning the 2 grips, main grips. This and this, you can do grip change drills with a training knife. Okay, use a training knife. You can do grip change drills. That's one thing you can drill. Change the grip, switching from the regular to reverse grip, like this, which is not pointless. After you've been doing that a little bit, you can learn different stances and guards and different ways of attacking from those stances, guards, and then get into combinations. Everything with shadow box initially, and then not too long after starting to train all these things, you want to incorporate impact training, which means actually impact with the techniques and not only doing shadow boxing. It's another combo. 1, 2, 3. 2 slashes followed by a stab. So here, for example, see where it's 1, 2, more or less charged up and powerful. 3. And you can keep it like more tight and controlled, but I like to put a lot of power into what I do. So from here, like that powerful slash here, from here, go up here, 2, and I'm kind of excited a little bit now. And then from here, 3. So it's 2 slashes followed by a stab. And the stab can be here or here, but it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We apply that to shadow boxing with the training knife here, and do very light. So it's like this: 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It could be 1, 2, 3. Or it can be 1, 2, 3 to the same target zone. But that's another combination I like. Like X is like X, and then a stab after this. 1, 2, 3. And you can use that combo tight and control. Keep it tight and fast here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So the improvised training knife didn't have enough hairbands on it. So I was going light, but not light enough. So here we go again. Only lighter. And broga cut. So here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I noticed that times if I try to slow down my form, slow down my techniques, the form gets better. So it's like my techniques are better and the form is better if I do it fast. That's my natural speed. And if I slow things down, it becomes weird. So anyway, that's the point. Here, 1, 2, 3. See, so it can be 1, 2, 3. From here, regular grip now. 1, 2, 3. And it can be tight and control like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or it can be more powerful, which is more useful for machetes and stuff. Like the bigger the knife, the wider the movements. So from here, 1, 2, and then here, the natural fork would be like this, or this. So it's 1, 2, 3. And the same general combo can be executed differently. So it can be up here and kind of tight and fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or it can be with more force and like wilder and with more power in it. Like this. And then like this. And this wider way of using it is more suited for like longer knives and machetes and stuff. Now you can still use it with a small knife. But from here, 1, 2, and these are very powerful attacks. Another attack is the power assist. It's another way I figured out. So from here, if I attack like this is powerful from here, and end up sliding off, ending up over here. I can bring up the knife up here against this arm, and I call it catapult before it's here. And then I'm assisting with the left. And I've tried it, it makes it more powerful if you do it the right way. where it's like, and it's like a ball. There's one way of doing a power assist, where if I go here, push into your chest, and push both arms, push through the calf, which could be like this, for example. Here, and then pushing with both hands. I'm having this hand at the wrist here, pushing here, and then pushing with both hands like this. Now you don't have to fall through the whole way with both hands. You can launch it with one hand, and it's just the first part of it, like a catapult or like a ball, where I'm just giving it acceleration. I'm helping to accelerate the blade, and I'm launched like a projectile. So here, pushing with it, the first part of it, like here. You see here, and pushing off with the left hand. That's a power assist. And you can do it tight and fast or wider, and it becomes a little bit slower. So from here, see that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or it can be this 1, 2, 3, and I'm putting your all into it, kind of. And this 1, 2, 3 can work up here. 1, slash on the other side, 3 stab. See? 1, 2, 3. So it's slash, slash, stab. 1, 2, 3. And with speed, you have a greater chance of landing all 3 attacks. With like 1, 2, 3. So once you attack one time, you've already closed the distance and ended up here. Once you have this position, you've entered this area successfully. You might as well attack 2 more times really quickly there. So if the first attack lands, the follow-up to it attacks can land too. 1, 2, 3. But from here, 1, 2, 3. And as with everything, you have to drill it to improve your chances to be able to pull any technique off in the real fight. It's not enough just to look at a video and go, oh yeah, you can attack like this. You have to actually drill it to improve your chances significantly. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And like I said, it can be 1, 2, 3, tighter control. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or it can be 1, 2, 3, and with more force in it. So that's another combo. I showed you 1, 2 before. Slash stab. Here's another combo. Regular grip. 1, 2, 3. And it's cutting an X followed by a stab. And once again, it's a natural flow of movement where it becomes 1. You end up here. Going to the right again. 3. See? 1, 2, 3. And see, notice how I can use my body too. So here, 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 and have this, maintain this guard, and use that as a launching position for the next attack here. Here. And this wide attacks, you create this line of danger this whole way, which means if a limb is anywhere here, it's getting cut. If that's a leg or a hand up here or a leg down here, it's cutting this whole line here. I like this knife. It's light, compact, easy to carry. And I figured out I can carry in the comb pocket. Just here. Like this. This I don't typically carry it. I could have it like this if I wanted to. But I have this in a little box. I'm gonna finish up. Another thing that can be good to practice is the weapon deployment, which is one of the most important things to get good at, meaning getting the weapon into action. That's a very important term, meaning getting better at deploying the weapon, however you carry it. So if you have it here, for example, this kind of worst case scenario, because I have this belt over it, so it becomes this, and then this, and then the third move can be an attack from there. And don't try this at home. That's another thing that you can get cut, so you use a training knife. But here, okay, so here, see here. And I like to practice deployment followed by an attack. So it's not just deploying, deploying, and then resheathing it and deploy it again. But I like to practice getting the weapon out and then quickly launching an attack, or more than one attack. So here, see here, at least one attack. I don't have a shirt on, I'd be better to practice, make it even harder by having a shirt on. But from here, see here. That notice that there's different ways I can attack, so I don't always attack the same way. So first time I pulled it and I used this grip. Second time I attacked a different way. So from deploying it, going to the reverse grip, I can attack like this, or I can attack like this, or from here like this, or like this, or like this. This is dangerous, don't try it at home. See, notice that that's the exact opposite I was doing before. Attacking low, and then this is a punch that I've been doing. That's called, I call it the scorpion punch, where it's like an overhand right. It's like a wild overhand right, like this kind of. And similar to that is stabbing, where see, you can attack really high like this. Like a wild overhand stab like this, and that can land downward like in this area here, or there's no good place for that to land, okay? But from here, a lot of times from here, note how I can do a level change too, where I bring my guard up, do a level change as I'm close to the distance here. So it's, and then suddenly it's this. See? So from here, see here, and I might ultimately want to land it in the neck, like in this area. Don't try this at home. So here, like an overhand right punch, only it's with a knife here. You can call it a scorpion attack, and it's more fitting of the name. If the straight it is like a scorpion's tail, the more obviously it's like, oh, that's why it's called scorpion, because it looks like a scorpion, so its tail over its back like this. Now you can have it more like this. See, like this. There's so many ways to attack. So it's not. It's like you don't want it to be like people know if you have this guard, the next thing you will do is this, okay? And like if you have this guard, you don't want to be predictable. So it's like you don't have like, oh, you only know one way to attack with this guard, something like this. But like from this guard, you can attack like this. You can also attack like this. You can also attack like this or like this. But what I did there is this. See? So that goes back to what I was talking about before, things are good to train. Different stances and then practicing attacking different ways from different stances and positions. So from here, I can attack like this, like this, like this. I can attack like this, or like this, or like this. See? Like this. I can attack like this, more straight. Switch the grip. I can attack like this. See? See here. From here, like this. And this can be used defensively. If you're here and somebody is moving towards you, close range, powerful cut up like this can work. And then the natural follow-up will be this. If it stops and breaks here, you can still push it forward and pull on it like this. There's another way to attack. We go from here and then make it fly, which is a wilder way to attack. Let's see things like this. Let's see here. That's like a Superman punch only for knife fighting, where I'm close to the distance by leaping forward, and it also is a powerful attack because of how my body's moving. And that's another way to attack. It's similar to landing flying elbow strikes. Like, there's another way to attack. From here, it's like reverse elbow strikes. Yeah, anyway, I've been taking more time training out here than initially. I get carried away, time flies. It's already close to midnight. I gotta finish up, get the cooking.